Wing Chun 以及抗氧麻 in 小林头. Okay, so for 小林头 for the 以及抗氧麻, the very important key is that these balls must not lock. Why? Because you do not want the action and reaction force, like your body have a weight. Your body have a body weight. Okay. So say your body have a body weight going down like that. Okay. And then that is a reaction force, and then your feet coupling down to the ground. Then you have an action force coming up due to this action force. Okay, so you have an action force coming down, and then you have reaction force coming up. Okay, now in a good handling, none of these balls, okay, which is the balls 2, 3, 4, none of them should jam it there. Okay, it should be able to going up. Okay, instead of getting jammed here. Now, if people lock the knee balls, okay, sorry, the ankle balls, the knee balls, and the hip balls, it end up that all this force is jamming around this area. Okay, which means the lower part of the body and the upper part of the body is cut off. Okay, so end up that actually the person is hang on the air instead of be able to play with this force and reaction force. Okay, which is very critical. Okay, so for this 以及抗氧麻, in order to have a proper one, one need to have a loose ankle, loose feet, loose knee, and loose hip. So the action force can going down, and the reaction force can going up from ground. Okay, and at this area, okay, so this area feel like what? Feel like transparent, feel like nothing there. It's like the body connected to the ground right away, and there's nothing in between. Okay, so that is an indications of the development of the force flow path. When the force flow path is well developed, it feels like transparent. So it's like a water pipe. When there's no blockage, the water just flowing through, or one don't feel the pipe, the water pipe. Okay, if there's the water pipe is have a blockage there, then one will feel that, or it is heavy here, or need to use force there. So that is the indications of the force flow path is not true. It's not going through. It is jamming somewhere. Okay. So all this open up the joints, develop the force flow path, and develop the receive and issuing the force flow. Actually, all are embedded within the 小林头 sets. Okay, so my summary of what is embedded in the 小林头 set is what I call the Formula 2014. So there are 6 steps actually is embedded in the 小林头. The first one is actually about loose and expand. That's the first step. The whole body become loose and expands. The second is actually to develop the deep breathing, deep lower abs breathing. The third one is actually open up the joints, or I mean joint handling, because we need to open up the joints in order to develop or to train the force flow path, and then later on using the force flow path to issue or release or receive force. Okay, and the technology we're using in the Xiu Tao for open up the joints or the symbols is actually what we call the snake slide won't move technology. This belongs to the Mei Zhuang technology. There's a special way. Okay, it's not Tai Chi, it's not Yi Quan, it's not Xing Yi, but the Mei snake slide won't move technology. Okay, that's the third steps. And the fourth step is actually ground coupling, which is using the feet bowl to couple the force down into the ground or up into the ground. Usually people call this like rooting, but rooting is actually not a good word. Coupling is a better word because it really couple the force down to the ground and out from the ground. Okay. The fifth step is to align the symbols to make a pathway. So it's actually construct a highway, a force flow highway. Okay, you can look at it that way. The sixth steps is actually handling the force flow, because now after we have the highway, we be able to handling the action and the reaction force. Okay. Now to look at how this 6 steps is embedded within the Xiu Lim Tao set in every Xiu Lim Tao sets. Okay, is the section 1, the Yi Ji Kam Yong Ma, standing in the Yi Ji Kam Yong Ma section, actually is developing the loose and expand, deep breathing, okay, which is the step 1 and step 2. Okay, the section 2, which is the snake reel section, is actually implement the opening up the joints, okay, so that be able to have the force flow path and force flow development later. And then the third section, which is the San Bai Fat, or normally what we call the San Bai Fat section, is actually develop the step 4, 5, 6, develop the coupling to the ground, develop the symbols into construct the force flow path, and then the force flow issuing and receiving this force flow. So all this is within the Xiu Lim Tao sets. The older Xiu Lim Tao sets like a Yun Kei San or Yit Gam all have this. Okay, so in other words, that we don't have to go to other martial arts or any internal arts to get this Jing stuff and other things for training the force flow or momentum handling. The Xiu Lim Tao set itself have all this technology. So as soon as all this software is implemented into the Xiu Lim Tao sets, one will be able to develop the force flow and the momentum handling. Okay, so this is all for today.